Tom Loeffler, after a great fight with 20,000 people, just spoke with Roy Jones Jr. and he said, "This is the best Gennady I ever saw," and then he added, "Yet." I want your opinion about what we saw today. For me, it was a very calculated, very cold, and very devastating performance by Gennady.
Maybe surgical is one more adjective, because David Lemieux was definitely the biggest puncher and could take a lot of punches that Gennady was delivering. So I could tell he had Gennady's respect. Gennady couldn't let him hit him or get careless in the ring, because David was throwing with bad intentions. So I agree that that was his best performance in the ring, because he dominated another champion. It was the best performance against the best opponent that Gennady's faced in his career. And when you can, dominate your opponent like that, someone who's got a big punching power himself, is a very impressive performance.
Is this the continuation of a development of Gennady? What Abel Sanchez was always talking about it, that we all remember from the day one. You guys didn't see anything yet. I would say we are seeing more and more, and
getting exposed.
Yeah, and
getting exposed to more of his talents. That's for sure. Yeah.
And it looks worse and worse for whoever is going to fight him. Right? There's a lot of questions about Canelo and Cotto. There were questions about Canelo and Cotto for last year. And do you think so? You are closer now to actually make this fight happen?
I think so. When you can bring this type of financial revenue to that fight. That clearly Gennady versus the winner of Cotto Canelo would be the biggest fight in boxing for next year, and that's something we're excited about. And Gennady's mission, he now has the IBF title added to his collection, and his mission is to collect all the belts.
And the question, if we have more time, you always are known as a man who has a plan B. I mean, let's assume none of those guys, Canelo nor Cotto, are going to say, maybe later. We can expect this, especially from Canelo. Do you have a plan B?
I always have a plan B, but this is one fight that we have to wait for the results of November 21 to see what that is, and then his next fight is based on what happens November 21.
You always saying that he's an international star. For the first time, he was shown on the Polsat television. What does it mean for him? And he's a big pay-per-view star. Does it mean that his fights in Europe will be less frequent than they used to be before, or you want to stick with the formula States and Europe?
Definitely want to continue building him internationally, which also means fighting internationally. You have to fight internationally to keep the fights on prime time. Filling up these type of arenas like Madison Square Garden, the most famous arena in the world, on HBO pay-per-view, skews the economics towards fighting here in the United States. But that's been the plan, is to build them on a global level, and we're going to continue with that plan, because I think those international fights are a key component to his global brand and his global marketability.
Thank you very much, Tom Loeffler, after another win.
And I want to say hi to all the fans in Poland. We really appreciate Polsat showing his fight, and we just 21 knockouts in a row now, and it doesn't look like that streak's going to end anytime soon.
Thank you very much.